Hi guys, Om Namah Shivaya. Sorry, one hand is busy. I'm trying to hold my phone, waiting for my youngest one to be done with her dance. And I was thinking, like, why wouldn't I just record a video? Because it came to me this idea. My husband actually told me about it, thanks to him. And he said, like, well, you have to tell all the stories, what Vaastu, after you did your corrections, what Vaastu did to you. So, a quick story, a really short one. So, it was last year. We moved to our new house 2 years ago, and then first year, like unpacking, trying to design everything, and it wasn't like Vasta, it wasn't in my head. And then my son got into the new school, and I was so happy because it was a charter school, lottery based, and all that. I was like beyond, my dreams, that because he used to go to the other charter school, but it wasn't related, so I couldn't just transfer him, and it was like 5 minutes away from my house. I was like, yeah, but it was that time when we had this pandemic, and then it was obviously distance learning. So maybe because of distance learning, maybe because of his new school, maybe something else, something else. But I've noticed that um, before he was a straight student, and then his grades were like, as much as he would try, as much as I would even try to help him with his homework and all that, because I'm like, it was horrible. He would sit on Zoom meetings from 8 to 3 p.m., and after that he would still have to sit on a computer and do his um homework, it was horrible. He could sit from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. As me as adult, I was doing at that time my real estate license renewal, and then I had to sit for 3 hours on Zoom. I was like, it was like 6 times I had to for 18 hours, but it was like just 3 hours every day, and it wasn't every day, it was like once, twice per week. It was horrible. So I couldn't imagine how my fifth grader at this time, like, all this pressure which goes to him, like, and still after all he did, like, it wasn't rewarded with great straight A's or whatever, or even okay, B's. It would be B's. It was horrible. It was F's, guys. It was D's. It was C's. It was like, you name it. I'm like, that's not my son. That's my situation. But remember, as I told you in the beginning, we moved to the new house. So what happened? Then I started doing, like, okay, I have to do Vaastu correction. That's it. That's the time. What happened? We have a bathroom on southeast. Southeast represents younger male in your house. So if you don't have son, that will be the youngest male in your house, or if it's just your husband, it will be your husband then. But youngest male in our house, that was my son. So if you have a bathroom, meaning not bathroom like shower, well, it's also bad, but like a toilet itself, it means, like, in his life will start happening things which, like, it's just out of the blue. And it was out of the blue because one time, because he was so bored, on the Zoom meeting, he had his toy gun in his drawer, like this size, like that, guys. It was like, it wasn't even looking like real or anything. Then, and he was playing with it. The teacher who was on Zoom at this time, she called cops. They came to our house for that. Believe it or not. Well, I understand teacher, like, she's trying to be protective, careful, I don't know. So kids, it was that time when they were all in distant learning and committing suicides and all of that. We probably heard all of these stories. I don't know anyone personally who did it, but probably she went through that point. But you know what I mean? It's just, it was something going on that I'm like, no, it can't be that. So it's been like this whole year, like, it's just for him, it wasn't successful. So then I did Vaastu corrections. It includes copper, it includes yellow sapphires. You have to know the amount, the place where to put it, but it's all like energy, and you're working towards the elements. That's a fire element in southeast, but it's like, it's a fire element with negative east. It also represents fire element, but it's with a plus, kind of. So you have to kind of calm down the fire over there, and just harmonize it. Here we go. So I did this all Vaastu correction. I harmonize it. You won't believe in it. Kids supposed to start school in a week. 1 week before I did this Vaastu corrections. Well, I did probably 2 weeks before, but 1 week before I found a new school for my son and for my youngest, who's supposed to, she wasn't going to kindergarten, but she was going to that school where my son was at. And 1 week before I found this, it's like miracle school. We still love it. We miraculously got in, and it's private school, but the price wasn't that high, so I could afford having 2 kids over there at the same time. And they have all these values I share. They're really patriotic. They were against masks. Yeah, guys, I don't want to wear muzzles, on my face, like some people were telling us to do so. So it was like all about it, like, and it's also spiritual and religious school, like, which they teach, some spiritual stuff. Love it, love it. And then his grades went straight A's back again, and he just loves it, and he's like kind of best student, so everybody loves him. So that's just a little story how Vaastu works. It's magical. You believe in it, you don't believe in it, but you have to try to do it yourself in order to check if it works for you or not. So just notice if you have certain problems. It could be money, it could be addictions, it could be like girls, sometimes switching bedrooms, it helps. It's not like a real Vaastu correction, it's probably 50%, but it still works. You have to add up different corrections if your north is close and blah blah blah, but it really works. Probably on the, I don't want to record long videos, because who wants to sit and just listen to the stories, but I really hope they will be truly helpful to you guys, and it will be like, it will click something in your mind that you're like, oh, I have this, I have court problems, or I have, oh, my credit is not good, how to fix it. That's an easy fix. That's basically Vaastu works on a physical level. It works right away. And probably in the next story I will tell you when I corrected my northeast what happened. So thank you guys for listening to me. Om Namah Shivaya. I love you all, and please sign up to my Instagram at Vaastu Academy. I'll be, because I'm sharing there every day, like astrology posts, like stories, astrology stories. I do it for every day. So for example, today is Thursday, so there's a story about which color you have to wear on Thursday, which mantra is good, Vaastu corrections, or what is per Panchanga lunar calendar is good or not good to do on this day. So tonight I will be posting the stories. So what's gonna be tomorrow? And I do post here and there. I'll post this video as well, just so if somebody didn't join yet, they will be able to re-listen it, and maybe they will get some insight from it. Okay, have a blessed day. Om Namah Shivaya.